Rocky, obviously, just to move away from, as I say, just get your thoughts on a few other things. We've mentioned, shows possibly coming back and being here in the UK with certain restrictions in place following a letter of a British Boxing Board of Control sent out to promoters and what have you. Believe it was yesterday or the day before. What are your thoughts, firstly, on behind closed door shows and the idea of, no spitting into buckets, referees wearing the masks and amongst other things? They're just the things which come into mind right that I saw.
Yeah. I think you need the crowd, don't you? Like every fighter will tell you, like when you've got to dig deep and you're getting up off your stool and you're having that bit of a roar, or when you're entering the ring and you're getting cheered and whatever. So it's a massive part of I think it was like a sparring session. Like if it's dead quiet and you're fighting, I don't think big fights can, big massive fights can, world title fights can do behind closed doors. I don't think, but as I say, the small I've looked on, obviously having those on Twitter now, like the small all show for fighters up and coming. It's like, because obviously everyone's relying on selling tickets, and you want your fans there. You want to sell your tickets to your fans. You know what I mean? And I haven't really, as I say, I haven't looked too much into everything at the minute because I don't want to step so bad. So I just say, like, it'll be hard. I don't know. Everyone's got their opinions on it. I think it'll be hard fighting behind closed doors. I mean, obviously putting all the masks and all the testing, like obviously that's got to be done and to be safe, and that's it. But as in at a weigh-in and having no one there and walking out to a fight. I think big fights, I don't think that'll be because as a fan as well as boxer, I'd love to, if we were on an undercard, I'd love to be at a massive fight. Do you know what I mean? And it's good to have like the atmosphere of all the fans, everyone going off their heads and singing along, and just be hard. So I don't know what to say, but I think for me I think I'd find it hard on having a crowd there, really. But as I say, it's tough. I feel for the fighters that are just starting their careers off now and building up, and the small promoters that who are putting shows on for fighters that won't be able to because you need the fans, and that's your pace and stuff. So I feel for them, but all you can say is it'll all come well at the end. So just bide your time now on these couple of months of not fighting and not knowing the situation we're in, and because they're seeing, like as I said, you can't see like foreign fighters coming over to fight like the up and coming prospects and stuff because they can't fly in, and they won't be many here to fight them, all kind of stuff. So I just think with the prospects and the fighters who are starting to create things, just stay positive, and your career will kick off once this is over. So just ride these first couple of months out, just ride them out, and then once this is over, then you can fully focus on your career and the end run of your career. Do you know what I mean? You'll still, all the British title fights and your Commonwealths and all your world, they'll all still be there to fight for. Do you know what I mean? After all, so just stick at it, keeping your guard and keep training and keep your mind healthy, and when it's all done, you'll get your chance. And as for all the fighters, you know what I mean? So I just have to see. As I say, I don't think I'm worrying about that myself. Do you know what I mean? And like, because I know it is what it is. Only so many fights will be on the card this season as well. So, and how many fighters there is now that are all waiting to get out there? Fighters that are supposed to fight March, April, May, and all them big shows and that. So to go look at them getting their shot first, and some have been probably saying over Christmas for a February show, and so I hope it all works out for everyone in the boxing game, and everyone gets the fights they want and the big fights, and we all get there. So hopefully, at the end of the year, September, October, November, I hope it's just every week, not every month, every week. There's a show on, and we all back to normal, and we all get the fight. So yeah, hopefully everyone just stays positive with it, and it happens.
Just to move on as well, and you mentioned Canelo earlier on. Canelo was lined up to face Billy Joe Saunders before lockdown. Everything seemed to be agreed. They're waiting to announce it. Firstly, what are your thoughts if Billy Joe was to face Canelo once lockdown's over and shows can take place once again?
I would think a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good fight. You know what I mean? I think it'll be good. I think obviously Billy Joe got the speed, the footwork. I don't think he got the power to keep him off and like do damage. I think, and I think towards the end, I think Canelo will get to him and grind it out. You know what I mean? And get to him. But I think the first few rounds, Billy Joe will do well. But I think Canelo will get to him, but hopefully not. Like hopefully he can, he can win. But good fight. But say Canelo's gone from superweight up to light heavy with the weights. Billy Joe's only had, I think, just the one fight and weren't anyone special at the weight. I know he's a good talent. He's a good talent, but he's an activity as well. We haven't seen very much of a consistency fight with him or nothing like that, so you don't know where he's at. So hopefully he can get it. It'll be a good fight, I think, for the bid, and I think Canelo might view Canelo to win, but I don't know.
And then obviously the other name which was being touted and being discussed for that Canelo fight was Callum Smith, one of your past opponents, of course. How do you think Callum would have fared or could fare in the future if he was to face Canelo?
I think that'll be a good fight, good interesting fight. Same, I think, I look at it, he's a world champion, but I know Canelo's like the elite, I believe, you know what I mean, and he's been in massive fights and had that experience, whereas I've never had them. Callum or Billy Joe haven't. He's won the world title, obviously, grow, but then a defence was rather, do you know what I mean? And when you step up, like, I know he's a good fighter and good talent, but I think same, you just do well for a few rounds and, do well for a few rounds. I think experience-wise and Canelo will get you and wear him down, do you know what I mean, and get you. That's my opinion on it, like, but, you know what I mean? That'll be a good fight. I think Canelo has that little bit more about him, do you know what I mean?
And just move away from the super middleweights and onto heavyweights. There's been a lot of talk recently about that potential undisputed fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. If or when we do see that, whenever it may be, what are your thoughts on it? Who do you think would be victorious?
Joshua Fury. I think Fury. Just going off that last performance with Wilder, like, I'd say that. But with me, I'll just keep swapping in the build-up every other week. If someone asks, I think of like what he's done, then that'll be some fight. And with, as I ever said, that weight and that, like, Joshua can just land one on you though and do damage, but you know that he can beat it and damage can happen to him, do you know what I mean? And Fury is not the biggest heavyweight puncher where he hits you once and you're flat. He's like fast with it and you can't catch him, and he looked really good against the last fight with Wilder. Like, I was like, seeing that, I went, I think he'll beat Joshua. And then, like, you'll see Joshua, some of his fights that have been getting played now, you're looking going, do you know what, I don't know, if he catches him there and that. But I think the experience-wise, I think it feels a lot of experience behind him, a lot. And yeah, I'd say Fury in a good fight. in a brilliant fight. You know, maybe a few knockdowns, a few getting ups, and that'll be. I'd love to see that, and that needs to happen. It needs to happen before they retire or whatever they're planning on doing. But that's the fight that everyone needs to see, and especially in this country, that needs to happen. So, fingers crossed.
And finally, Rocky, a fellow Liverpudlian, Tony Bellew, he's been spoken about possibly not coming out of retirement, but his name's been linked with Andy Ruiz Jr. over the past week or so. What are your thoughts if Tony was to come back and was to face Andy Ruiz Jr., who's just linked up with Eddie Reynoso? How do you think that fight would play out?
That'd be a good fight. Yeah, I seen that today, but that, like he said, if he comes back, he's always said he comes back, he get divorced, you get kicked out. You'll probably get filled in by his wife Rachel. He mentioned the bar boxing. No, yeah, so say when I watched him against David Day, and then Usyk, you know, obviously he was doing well against Usyk. Obviously Usyk special was doing well in his last. I think. But Ruiz is fast and sharp, but he's obviously the weight side is. But obviously that doesn't mean nothing in that way. But I think Bellew out boxing really, yeah. Out boxing. Probably knock him out later on. Be too energized, too fast feet, and Bellew can whack with either hand, and he's a good boxer. Yeah, I think Bellew will do that. Would have been good that if you know if he hasn't retired or nothing like that. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago that would have been a great fight. That.
Well, Rocky, we'll leave that there now, and I know I've kept you for long enough today. I know you're going to want to. I know you're checking the time there.
No, I put my watch on to see how many steps. I put on the soil and the turf and the barrier, then going to skip outside and the car emptying. So I'm on 3,600 steps now. Should be done in the next hour. I'm not really pushing myself. I nearly broke my thumb before putting the turf into the wheel barrier. You know, I'm not hands on. I've got to wear gloves. Got my cousin who's with me doing a bit, but that's not for me. I've got the whole idea of like I started on my own, doing a bit of digging. I only lasted an hour. I was doing one dig, having a few shortbreads. Then I'm going to go, a few shortbreads, but a cup of tea, bottle of water. I said, no, this is not for me. I just the other one as well. I got interviewed in the week, and you've probably seen they've always given me stick to that. I said that a few more shots than Chavez in 3 rounds, and Chavez did 12. I didn't say that. We have the interview, and then he went. It was a joke. He said you probably 3 more shots than he did. And I went, you know what? Yeah, probably 3 more than 3 rounds, and he did in 12, just joking around. And he obviously made it into a headline, and I got stick about it. You know what I mean? And they were like, "Fucking this, fucking give me hell about it." But that was just, you know. Obviously, I said, "Oh yeah, probably did 3 more than 3 rounds," but yeah, that was just a joke. And they obviously made a headline about it, and I got stick about it. But that was it really. No, I did get put down like as well as them in them 3 rounds, but he made a headline. But just put that there, because I'm still getting stick. All messages off it. I think all private messages giving me all stick about it. It's like he said it. I just joked about it, went along with it, and said, "Oh yeah, probably did." You know what I mean? Next minute, I got all comments giving me stick about it, but yeah, that was it. That's why I put that there.
Well, Rocky, rather you than me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, he was good body shots and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he plays well. But as I said, I didn't say it. I said it. We just joked around before I started giving me stick again.
Rocky, we will leave that there.
Nice
Now.
one.
No, we'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the day and enjoy reading more of those comments about your wording of Chavez and the Canelo
I
situation.
know. After the headline, won't we?
But Rocky, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you. Look after yourself and look after your family, and hopefully see you soon in person.
Thanks for the call, mate.
Appreciate it. Thank you for Boxing Social.
Yeah, thanks.